This is week 6 test review. A couple of things to remember. When you have a sequence, if you want to continue and you want to write down how many circles or squares to continue a pattern, you first have to count the number of items you have in each term. So in term 1 here, there would be 2 circles, then 4 circles, etc. You then have to note the jumps in between the numbers. So this is adding by 2 each time, and you kind of have to figure out what's going on in between the terms so that you can apply the next jump. Okay, you would take the 8 circles in term 4 and add 2 circles to get 10 circles. You can continue a pattern like this in a table. Again, you look and see how many jumps are between the numbers so you can continue your pattern. A graph like this is linear, it's a straight line. It is consistent. And when you graph something like this, the x-axis or your input or the number of terms is your independent variable. That always goes along the bottom for the x-axis. Your y-axis, or what you're counting, your output, is always your dependent variable. The y-axis is the vertical axis. It is the dependent variable. If you have a sequence that is increasing or decreasing, but has a curve to it this time because of those inconsistent jumps in between the numbers, it is exponential. And if you have a sequence that graphs with a down-up or a up-down pattern, it has symmetry. You can see the symmetry in the counting of the circles or in the pattern on the table. There should be 4 circles right here. This is quadratic. This is a quadratic sequence, okay? I am going to read your test to you, and you are going to put all of your answers right in Edpuzzle. Number 1, this is what type of graph? This is a blank function. This was a straight line. Is that linear, exponential, quadratic? Number 2, what type of function is this? This is a graph that is increasing and it has a slightly curved line. Is that linear, exponential, quadratic? Number 3, what type of function is this? This has a down-up pattern. It is symmetrical, which means the graph is the same on both sides of the line of symmetry. This is what type of function? Linear, exponential, quadratic? Number 4, what is the pattern? How many blocks will be in term 4? Count how many blocks are in term 1. Count how many blocks in term 2 and in term 3. Then decide how the pattern is increasing and apply the increase to term 3 to get term 4. Number 5, calculate the rate of change. Look at the output. Look at the y values. How much is the pattern increasing each time when it goes from 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24? Question number 6. On a graph, which axis shows the dependent variable? Remember, this was just on the study guide that I gave you. You can rewind the video to watch any of these answers. Number 7. On a graph, which axis shows the independent variable? Again, this answer is on the study guide that I just gave you at the beginning of this video. Number 8. Does the dotted line represent a line of symmetry? Does the line divide the shape in half so that it's the same on both sides? Number 9,